Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our health spreads for the last week in February. I've got my foam memo printer here ready to go, as well as some wellness stickers from a sticker box and this sticker book which I'll pull from. Okay you guys, so this week I decided to do just a relatively one book theme. I end up actually pulling in another book later in the video, but that's where I started. I thought I could kind of make everything happen using the Farmhouse sticker book here from Happy Planner and my wellness roll just mainly for the habit trackers. So to begin, I'm going to go ahead and cut up my stat stickers that I made with my foam memo printer, which I love. If you guys are interested, I do have a video showing how I made them and also give you away some free templates if you want to make your own stat stickers. So I'm going to place those guys in the center section this week just to try something new, and I think it will work well with the layout. I've placed in the habit trackers already into my sidebar as I've been doing for the full month. It's basically the same setup all month long. I do like to keep certain things consistent, and my sidebar usually is one of them that I like to kind of stick with the same thing for roughly a month. So as I was going through this sticker book, I remembered I had these florals still in there from, from way back when I first got it. That's one of the first things I ended up using, and I had some extra obviously here on the sticker sheet that I thought I could use here on the spread and kind of bring in some bright tones and some florals, but still allow me to use the other elements in the Farmhouse sticker book to make this whole spread feel cohesive. Most of the Farmhouse sticker book has a pastel kind of feel to it, so these florals are a little bit weird that they're in there, but they tend to be like the brighter tones of the pastels. And if you follow my channel, you know I like to have bright colors in my health spread whenever possible because I just enjoy that bright energy that it brings into the spread. So I will be using these as the bright tones and then pulling in the pastel versions of these colors as the other elements on the spread, kind of toning things down a little bit, but I get kind of the best of both worlds there. So right now I'm just trying to build out some little floral clusters here at the bottom, making that the main decor area for this week. And just trying to fit everything together like a puzzle so that it's not covering too much and also feels interesting to look at, not just like a big circle of florals kind of having some coming in and out. That is basically what I'm working towards there. And just laying in these elements here of leaves, trimming out the things that aren't working, trying to replace things into better spots. I think I'm going to leave it there for now and start laying in some of the other elements so that I can figure out how best to place the florals around it. I decided to use these long box stickers up here at the top for my workouts, and I'm pulling the colors that are going to be the main tones for the spread, the peach, green, and then I'm also pulling in like a linen headered one that I think just kind of feels neutral in my mind. So I have them on all 6 days I normally work out, and then I have just a nice box sticker there for the rest day on Saturday. And now just trying to figure out what I want to do in my food log, if there's anything else I want to pull in there for denoting my food and tying in that color scheme a bit more. And those would have been really cute, but I didn't really think that they fit well in the space. I do like to do like a long strip of color when I can, but I don't think I'm going to have enough to do that with all of the 7 boxes I need. So then I thought maybe I could pull in some other elements, maybe the arrows or hearts or something else in that color scheme. I'm really not finding anything that I love yet, so I'm going to move on to the very bottom section where I want to have just a nice quote there to fill in the gap space. And I thought that Today Is Yours would work, but it's a little bit too bright yellow and it doesn't quite go with the color scheme, even though there's yellow in the florals. Kind of sticking with that pink and green tone on the spread. So just looking for something that works with that, but is also small enough for that space. And I'm not seeing anything in there, so I went ahead and put that one away and I'm now in my happy quotes. The other one was the Cool to Be Kind sticker book. Happy quotes didn't work, so finally I went into the modern farmhouse because I figured that I would be able to find something in here that kind of tied well with these farmhouse feels. And luckily I did. I found a nice small quote that would fit well in there and also has a good message of no better time than now. I also replaced out my rest day box sticker with another one with the same kind of type as the bottom quote, just to tie those together and fill that space up. And here I am going to use the hearts for my food log now that I see that there's another layer of hearts on the modern farmhouse in a similar fashion. I didn't have the right colors for the one in just the farmhouse regular, so having the addition of the modern farmhouse made it a little bit easier to fill up all 7 days with those hearts. So I think that's good enough for this week, and I'll start moving things over. I'm going to just start out with my habit trackers, moving those, and stacking them. And I've been tracking on those, closing my Apple Watch rings, which are basically 3 fitness goals for the day, standing up every hour for at least 12 hours, moving enough to burn 600 calories each day, and then the final one is to exercise 30 minutes a day minimum. So if I do all 3 of those things, and then I can check that off as having my rings closed. That's just good goals for me to keep at every day. The other 2 are, one, I try to get 10,000 steps every day, and then the third one is under 1,500 calories in my diet. That goal has been very elusive as of late. I've been wanting to eat all the things, and when I don't feel good, I just want to stress eat. So just comfort eat, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's been really hard for me to stay under my normal 1,500 calorie diet. Just really difficult. I haven't been meal planning, haven't been in the mood to do any of that. So I know there's things I can do to make that number be more regular in my life, you know, things I could do, but I just haven't felt like doing it. I don't know if you guys ever get that way, but I'm just not ready to focus in on it, and so I just don't. It's hard. Life is hard, but I'm hoping that I'll be ready to do something here, make some changes here in March. I'm just going to try to write out this week one more time and just do my best to limit what I'm eating and not eat a bunch of bad stuff. Just try to stick with healthy foods. And if I have to eat more of those, that's fine, as long as they're healthy, you know, trying to trick my brain into that for now until I'm ready to do all the prep work to make sure that I'm staying within my 1,500 calorie goal. So again, just laying stuff over onto the spread, basically exactly where it was, except for the hearts. I moved those down to the bottom, so that'll be where I track my total calories. And then I'm going to move over those last parts of the florals. I'm going to just lift them up and move them over. And of course, when I do that, sometimes they do not go where I had them originally on the spread. This case in point. So now things don't fit like they did on the spread before. So I'm going to have to do some rearranging here, making everything fit where they need to go. And they're not coming up either, so I was going to try to pull them back up, but yeah, no, these stickers are not those kind. I guess they're the part of the older ones where they tend to stick down a little bit harder to the paper. So I'm just trimming out what I can from this one piece since it can't go where I had it before. I'm now trying to figure out how to fit in these last little elements somewhere here on the spread, since I cut them and then realized I cut them on two sides. So I had to do a little bit of maneuvering there to make that work. So I decided to kind of move them into the spine area instead, help things out a bit. And I'm going to try to reuse some of these trimmings again, maybe on the very bottom of the spread. Kind of get that feeling that it's all across the bottom. I did like it clustered a bit more, but unfortunately sometimes you gotta roll with the mistake and make it work no matter what. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm going to do some trim out, add in the quote, and once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!